Today is Friday, the 24th of October, and for the next hour, we're going to be discovering and exploring what's possible with technology. We're going to be covering news, product updates, things you should be paying attention to, and then we're going to build some stuff using Google AI Studio today. So we're going to rip through the news, probably take about 20 minutes or so, and then we will just get into the good stuff. So, first story today is this. Netflix, Amazon, and Apple are reportedly interested in buying Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers Discovery has already apparently turned down a few offers from Paramount. So it's getting aggressive out there. Three of the rumored potential buyers for entertainment titan Warner Brothers Discovery are tech companies. Netflix, Amazon, and Apple are all interested in buying Warner Brothers Discovery as a whole or acquiring pieces of the company like its content libraries and production assets, according to Bloomberg. So earlier this week, they were launching a review of strategic alternatives to maximize shareholder value in light of unsolicited interest the company has been receiving from multiple parties for both the entire company and Warner Brothers. Okay, so that's the main story. I don't know if it'll actually go through or they're just kind of floating it out there to see if they actually accept it, if they can get it at a good price. But it looks like the vultures are circling around Warner Brothers for sure. Next up, OpenAI linked creative studio raises $12 million as it eyes AI content drive. So the funds will double the company's engineering team and accelerate a push into intellectual property ownership and content production. Now, Wonder Studios, an AI creative studio backed by OpenAI and Google DeepMind execs, has raised $12 million seed funding to expand its production amid growing trend towards the use of AI in the entertainment industry. So people are actually getting used to using AI more, and I think people are getting happier with it because the actual quality is actually very good now. So maybe people are opening up to the idea of using it more. Let me just change the screen layout slightly and tweak this one. Where are we? Here. Okay, the funding will be used to double the company's engineering team and accelerate a push into intellectual property ownership with the original content production. Wonder Studios said on Thursday this round was led by European venture capital firm Atomico alongside existing investors, including UK-based venture capital firm Local Globe and US investment manager Blackbird. Okay, so yeah, looks like AI-powered content or AI-created content is not going anywhere anytime soon. And there's going to be more creative efforts put into this from studios. Another OpenAI story today. OpenAI acquires Software Applications Incorporated, the maker of Sky. So this is enhancing how people use AI on their computer. It's like an AI assistant that lives on your Mac, on your PC or computer, whatever it is. AI progress isn't all about advancing intelligence. It's about unlocking it through interfaces that understand context, adapt to your intent, and work seamlessly. So OpenAI are working famously on a lot of agents that can do stuff on your Mac and take actions. You've seen Atlas, the browser. Now they actually want to be able to control your Mac or your PC, which is obviously outside of the browser. So they need to up that, and they're making acquisitions in that effort. Sky is a powerful natural language interface for the Mac. With Sky, AI works alongside you. Whether you're writing, planning, coding, or managing your day, Sky understands what's on your screen and can take action using your app. So you can see why having this integration and having ChatGPT agent or OpenAI's agent sat on top, being able to take action and gathering all that data and figuring out how people use their laptops and use apps, it's going to be really valuable for OpenAI. So it makes sense. The acquisition makes sense to me. They're going to bring Sky's deep macOS integration and product craft into ChatGPT, and all the members of the team will join OpenAI. So it's a genuine acquisition, not one of these founder acqui-hires where we buy two people and that's it. This is from Nick Turley. We're building a future where ChatGPT doesn't just respond to your prompts, it helps you get things done. Sky's deep integration with the Mac accelerates our vision of bringing AI directly into the tools people use every day. Okay. Nice. We like it. I think judging by the security of like Atlas and things like prompt injections, I might not be rushing to try it straight away. But we'll see. Update from Bill Peebles, who runs Sora. So Sora 2 is the app. Sora is the app that uses Sora 2 to create AI-powered videos and cameos, and they've got the mobile app. It's not in the EU yet, unfortunately. We're still waiting, but Bill has published an update on the roadmap for Sora. In the spirit of building this app openly, here's what we're launching soon. First, more creation tools. Character cameos are coming in the next few days. You'll be able to cameo your dog, guinea pig, favorite stuffed toy, and pretty much anything else you want. You can also create cameos of generated characters straight from your Sora videos. We're expecting people to register lots of crazy new cameos with this feature to make them easier to find. We're updating the generation UI to show the latest trending cameos in real time. So if you haven't actually used it yet, Sora is basically an AI generated newsfeed or AI generated social platform where all of the content features you, but an AI version of you that you share in videos, and it's all AI generated. We're also adding basic video editing capabilities to the app, starting with stitching together multiple clips, and we'll add very powerful new features here soon. Secondly, we're working on making the social experience much better, exploring new ways to use Sora with your friends and broader community. Think channels that are specific to university, company, sports club, etc. Third, quality of life. This feed has gotten much better recently, and there are more improvements on the way soon. Team is hard at work, continuing to reduce excessive moderation of gens. I know it's super annoying. So when people are actually trying to create stuff, they're often getting blocked, saying they actually can't create it, which is far from ideal, and they're looking to try and fix it. Finally, the Android version of Sora is actually coming soon. Actually, let me send a reply. When EU, please, sir. Okay. We need it in the EU. We need to catch up. Jeez. Okay. Post from Stability AI. Stability AI and EA to partner to empower artists, designers, and developers to reimagine game development. So AI-powered assets in games have been coming for a while. Looks like EA are getting in the act with Stability. The leading independent multimodal generative AI company in electronic arts, a global leader in digital interactive entertainment. It's quite a mouthful for a first sentence. Jesus. Have formed the strategic partners to co-develop transformative generative AI models, tools, and workflows to empower EA's artists, designers, and developers to reimagine how games are made. What a mouthful that is. I think you could probably have done that in a much easier way to read. Okay, looks like they're going to be using Stability's 3D models and 3D multimodal models to unlock the next generation of world building power. So you can actually generate games or levels or assets, etc., or materials with Stability AI's 3D environments, 2D textures, and overall generative AI capabilities. So we should be able to see AI reaching into more games very soon here too. Okay, this is actually a very good update from OpenAI too. There's another OpenAI story, obviously. Work smarter with your company knowledge in ChatGPT, a new way to bring together context from all of your connected tools for answers that know your business. So if you've used ChatGPT in your company, maybe everyone's got an independent login, there's no kind of shared knowledge base of what people are working on. People just like dump files in, get info out. There's no real centralized place to actually share knowledge or share info. And this is an effort to change that. So now we've got company knowledge. Let's watch this video. And I think it has got sound. Let's make sure you can hear this. And this is actually going to be very useful, by the way. Seems like a very simple integration and tools, but you can see you've got company knowledge switched on. If you're on a company plan, you've got all your apps that you use in your business, Intercom, Slack, Google Drive, SharePoint, Docs, HubSpot, all that stuff. It can look across all of that information and do stuff like analyze October campaign results and draft an exec update. So yeah, this is cool. This is a really good update from ChatGPT, especially if you are a company and you have multiple licenses spread out across your business. So this company knowledge is going to be across ChatGPT, business, enterprise, and edu. Company knowledge brings all the context from your connected apps together in ChatGPT, giving you answers specific to your business. So you can make decisions, take actions, and get things done. Okay, so that is looking very good. I think this is going to be a very good release, especially if you are looking to unify everything that your people are doing in ChatGPT and making sure people are getting accurate answers, especially people who work for you. I think that is a very, very good update. Okay, we've got Claude. Memory is now available for Max users and rolling out to Pro over the next 2 weeks. With Project Scope Memory, each project maintains its own focus context. Here's the post. This is back from September the 11th. This started rolling out, and now it's available for Max users and slowly rolling out to Pro. Originally, it was just released to Team and Enterprise plans. So if you're on a Max and Pro level, you can now have project scoped memory. So if you've got a project full of chats and inquiries, now you can use memory just related to that project, not the entire of your entire Claude account, for instance, which is nice update. New model, actually, this is insane. Introducing LTX2, the most complete open source AI creative engine, synchronized audio and video generation, native 4K fidelity, up to 50 frames per second and 10 plus second sequences, API first designed for seamless integration into creative pipelines, runs efficiently on consumer GPUs, fully open and accessible with weights releasing this year. Let me just go over that again because my screen knocked off annoyingly. Here we go. Okay, LTX2. So introducing LTX2, the most complete open source AI creative engine, synchronized audio and video generation, native 4K fidelity up to 50 frames per second and 10-second sequence, API first, ready to design for seamless integration into creative pipelines, runs efficiently on consumer GPUs, fully open and accessible with weights releasing later this year. This is pretty crazy. Let's actually watch it together because I think we can knock on the sound too. Let me start this again. Make sure you can hear it. Here we go. Okay, LTX2 this is.
Welcome to the world of audio.
Okay, that's actually pretty insane. Now, this quality of video generation model, the reason why I think people are loving this is because of the quality, 2, it's open source, 3, the frames per second, and 4, the fidelity. And all of those together, that's crazy. Usually you'd have to go to like a VO3 through Google, which we're going to look at in a minute, to get this quality of AI generated video. And then even then you're not getting the length. Then it's costly. This is all of that completely open source up to 4K fidelity. And it looks like it's actually coming out at a really, really high quality. So that's pretty actually insane. Let's say AI powered video getting a lot better really quickly. This is a complete AI creative engine with native 4K fidelity. This is LTX.video. That's how you can find it. Built for enterprise developer and studio workflows by a company called Lightricks, bridging the gap between imagination and creation. Okay, they made Facetune. Okay, that's cool. So they've got a little bit of experience in this space. This is a insane video model, especially if you're looking for one that's just going to be open sourced, open weights. It's available on Replicate 2, text to video, image to video, 1080p up to 4K. They've got a fast and pro version also. Wow. Looks like a great model. We'll have to test it very soon. Indeed. Okay, I think actually that was probably most of the important stuff that I wanted to cover today. And we're just going to get on into actually building some stuff. So let's go and we'll go into our favorite current AI app building studio. We're back inside of AI Studio with Google. Now, I wanted to do a few things today. I wanted to see if we could create maybe an image generation app or like an AI powered like image editing Photoshop thing, but I want to see if we can actually create one with our voice. We could use our voice to edit it. We've got 44 minutes left on the stream. What can we do in 44 minutes? This is, if you haven't tried this before, this is aistudio.google.com, and we're going to add a couple of these features together. If you haven't seen them, you've probably understood what's going on here. Describe your, it will go off and build it for you. You can click I'm feeling lucky and it will grab two features and then it will give you a prompt. So this one is build a comprehensive brand identity generator to use to describe the company mission. The app generates a brand Bible dashboard, creating a primary, locals, secondary marks, and 5 color hex palette usage notes and suggested Google font pairings for headers and body text. Let's actually show you how this works. Let's build this one. I think I need to actually edit my layout here. Bear with me so you can actually see what is going on. And then if I change this, no. Okay, I think that's good. So here's what it is. Here's the layout. This is kind of feels like a traditional layout for like an AI powered app generation product. You've seen this before with the prompt on the left hand side and the files being edited on the left hand side, and in the right, this is where your code is being written currently. You've got all the files and components. You then have your preview here when it's done. And the good thing about this, which I love, is actually this. So give your app time to think, enable thinking mode. These are like card suggestions of features that you can add in to the chat with one button. It actually gives you the detailed prompt on how to add it. But I like this, rather than just kind of sitting here twiddling your thumbs for the whole of like 2 minutes while it builds your app, you can actually get some suggestions for how you can build. Here is also a good thing. System instructions too. If you go to advanced settings, which are here above the chat, it pops open this slide open bar. You can actually go system instructions and you can write your own instructions, or there is an instructions file. So if you wanted to do like control the style, the models you use, the presets, any knowledge, you can upload it and it just gets applied to your project for you. By default, we're using React and TypeScript. You can select your microphone because if you're going to be dictating into this, then you want to be using the right mic. Okay. So it looks like it found an error, and now it's going to be fixing it. So we're debugging the chat type. Looks like there was an error in there for the chat session. Yeah, it looks like we'll just go and fix it for us. Now, if you are wondering how this kind of compares to like Lovable and Bolt and Replit are at the moment, this is V1 of this. They've kind of flipped it the other way, whereas Lovable, they have databases, they have auth, they have the Supabase connection for that too. This at the moment doesn't. But what it does have is the ability to add in AI features very easily. So these are kind of pre-wired in. You've got your GitHub integration up here, so you can push this up to GitHub. You can download the whole code. You can save it. You can deploy this. You can share it on a link, or you can deploy it up to G Cloud. So you've got no issues with scalability. So this is kind of one-click deploy, which is ace. You can add your own API keys and all that good stuff. So here's the brand generator, enter company mission, values, and target audience. The more detail you provide, the better. So what I'm actually going to do is I may say this. Create a brand for me and put the info in the box on screen. By the way, this has gone small because I'm using a Perplexity browser here. There we go. Okay, cool. So it's generated a brand for us and it's put it in. And now it's generating the brand Bible for us. So the brand called EcoFlow, a sustainable tech brand dedicated to creating an eco-friendly smart home solution. We'll stop that. Close it. And here's what we've got. We've got a primary logo, EcoFlow, the leaf circuit. We've got a secondary mark, 1 and 2, and then we've got a color palette and then typography, Monster and Roboto. Okay, cool. So fairly simple, but that is like an AI powered app that's just built in a couple of minutes. We can now just go back to the start and we'll actually try something a bit more comprehensive. But you can see just how quickly you can build stuff inside of Gemini. Let's try something a bit hard. Let's try and create a voice powered image editing tool. Okay, so we're going to do this. Nano Banana powered app, add powerful photo editing to your app. Then we're going to do, we need voice control. So we need to do, where is it? Create yeah, it's literally right next to it. Use the Gemini Live API to give your app a voice and make your conversational experiences. Okay. I'm going to actually dictate this. Say, I want to build an image editing app which uses a live voice conversation back and forward to actually apply edits to the image. I want to be able to have a history of the image edit. So if I upload an image to start with, I don't want to have that image removed. I'd like it to just create a timeline of the image edit so we can see all of the alterations that have happened with that image over time. I don't know why my screen knocks off like this. Okay, here we go. Here is our prompt. We have our Nano Banana powered app. We have our conversational voice prompt in there. Let's just go ahead and build it. So the idea with this one is because we now have the ability to hook together like pretty powerful APIs in Gemini Live Voice, like image editing, image creation, we can actually be a bit more out there with what we try and create because a lot of the heavy lifting is just done by AI. And you can see here, we say, this is some additional suggestions. Allow users to see a visual timeline of all edits applied to the image with the ability to revert to previous versions. Go from idea to live application in seconds. With one click, deploy your app to a shareable URL to test with users and showcase your creation. Create a set of predefined voice commands for common edits. Yeah, that's what we want to do. And they seem like they'll be the next features that we want to add for sure. Okay. While that fixes itself, I wanted to tell you about somebody who is a supporter of this program, and that is Let's.ai. The idea for a timeline of visual edits using the best in-class AI models for images and video. You can go to Let's, create what you love with Let's. It's over at Let's.ai. Let me just share that with you. Here you go. Here's the site. You can see how good their image generation models. These are not kind of standard. They use all the best models and package them up in a delightful way for you to use. You can even train models on yourself too. Looks like we're getting the app. This is the files that we need. No idea why my screen keeps on knocking off. Bear with me. Okay, here we go. we need to allow a microphone. Let's allow it. We've got edit history on the left. Obviously, the UI could do with a bit of work, but let's go and try and upload an image and see what we get. Let's go with what should we try and edit? Let's go with this fashion image. Let's see if we can edit this, edit parts of the outfit with our voice. Okay, click to start editing with your voice. Hi, can you make the jumper pink for me? Okay, that didn't work, I think. Can you make the jumper pink for me? I thought it wasn't working for a second. No way did that just work first time. Oh, that's so good. Put some different shoes on that will actually match the outfit in a different way. Okay. We could do a little bit of feedback to Google there to try and speed that up a little bit, but we can see we've got a edit history going on. We've got the edits being applied. We've got the ability to change the shoes. Can I select these? Yep, and there we go. Okay, let's try some more. Let's go with let's change the hair color to blonde. That was faster. No way. Okay, cool. Let me just share this. We can actually go ahead and add some more features too. Let's go. Dude, this is why the product is absolute insanity. Is because wiring these things up together previously was so difficult, but this just works. And I'm just gonna post about it. If you were to do this before, that would have taken a very, very, very long time to get right. So, one shot voice controlled image editing. Okay, let's go. Let's try something else. Let's try and make this app a bit better. We've got a bit of inception going on. Okay, there we go. So we've got a timeline. We've got image editing. Let's see if it goes. What else we could do? Add image download. Let's do that. Add a button to download the currently set image. The download should include the prompt that led to the final image in the file name. Now, remember, if I click this, it actually expands on the prompt for me. Actually, you can't see because of the banner a little bit, but you can see it now. you can see it doesn't just give like a 3-word prompt, it actually expands it for you so you can see how it works. Maybe next we could try to do like a image resizing too. We could try that. Okay, let me see. Would it be better if I did this so we could, no. Let's just keep it like this. What's down here? Okay. Okay, let's try again. Let's upload an image. We can refine the UI, error handling, auto save the session. Yeah, we can do that. Let's try again. Let's upload another photo. Let's go with what else have I got here? Let's go with okay, let's actually refresh this. That's probably a bad one. What should we try and do? Let's get a picture of, I should have really prepared this picture, but let's just go with the same. Let's just go with the same one and just see if we can download it. Yep, that works. Let me try one more. Can you change the flowers in the background to a different color, please? Ooh. Failed to edit the images. Do the autofix. No image data returned from the API. Okay. If you want to follow along with this, you can open it up and say, I've been investigating the no image data return, and then it just goes and fixes it. This is pretty cool. But yeah, so far, I haven't found a product. Maybe there's actually one that I could mention now that is kind of on par with actually being able to create easy AI functionality, and that is this one. It's called Anything. CreateAnything.com. You can turn your words into mobile app sites, tools, and products built with code. Add GPT-5 and 40 integrations in an instant. This is basically the one-click AI feature add to. It comes with databases built in. You can do payments and a bunch of other good stuff. Highly recommend it, but this is perfect if you're building mobile apps too. So AI Studio is better for web, or not better for web, but is just for web. Create Anything is for mobile too. If you wanted to give that a shot, it's createanything.com. Okay, we've got a fix. Of course, looks like the API request image editing wasn't formatted quite right. It caused it to fail without returning the image. I've corrected the structure of the request to align with the expected format for multimodal inputs. While I was there, I also noted a small bug that could have caused issues on different edits. Okay, let's try this again. Let's go with this. Let's go with change the color of the flowers in the background. Hold on. Wrong one. Can you change the color of the flowers in the background for me to white? Amazing. Can we download this? We can. If I open this, We've got the image. Okay. Let's do, what should we do? Maybe we want to add an AI feature. Let's see. I want to add, see, usually there should be a box that comes up here that says about AI features that you can add. I'm not sure why it isn't present currently. Let's do, can we add an image resizing? I'm just going to send this. Actually, I'm just going to send this. This worked well. I'm just trying to get this box back up. You'll be able to see it in a second where it recommends the features and you can kind of pop them open from the right. Okay, here you go. Suggestions. AI features, add image zoom, undo last edit, improve error handling, add loading indicator. Let's go with AI features and then let's go with the control image aspect ratios. Control the exact shape of the generated image, build an app that creates perfect fit images. Okay. Let's give the user the ability to should also be able to be controlled with voice. Okay, let's go with that. Press send. So again, this is another baked in feature, so it should work pretty well. But obviously we're tying it in with the voice, so I should be able to say, oh, give me a square version of this. Give me this image, but in 16:9. I wonder if you could actually do things like generative fill, maybe. That could be good. So you could actually expand the image or zoom out, maybe. That's cool. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so integrating text and voice, of course. I'll enhance your application to include image generation capabilities. I'll show you how to create entirely new image from a text prompt. To generate variations of the image. Here's the code. So it's adding image gen for, let's just stop and say, use the control. Maybe my prompt was bad. Using the control inspiration tool, give the user the option to resize the image. Okay, that might be better. If you spent a few hours with this, you can get like a really good app together. It doesn't take very long at all. This is the crazy thing, how quick it is to actually wire up these this AI functionality. I think if you ever tried to build anything with like I build an AI tool in most other platforms, maybe I'd say Replit is maybe another one which is very good at this. But out of the box, I don't think there's very, very few come close. If you love building apps and you want to go kind of enterprise grade, then I would suggest going across to expo.dev. So this is like a full stack React, and you can build across every single platform with one stack. You go to expo.dev, you can build for iOS, for Android, and for the web. And this is the tool stack, the code, the tools that power places like Kick, Dig, like Replit, etc., etc. So yeah, go to expo.dev if you want to build something enterprise grade and secure, move faster across every stage of the app cycle. Okay, looks like we're done. Let's go. We've got generate or upload an image. Okay, looks like it actually did add image generation for us. So maybe let's go here. Okay. Create a photo of let's go 16 by 9. Okay. Photo of the Galactic Roman Empire HQ. Generate. So I'm not sure what image model this is using under the hood. Let's take a peek. Image Gen 4.0. There we go. There we go. Okay, so we've got an image generation tool. That's cool. And let's go with so now we've got this one. We're not going to generate a new photo every time. We can now edit this. So we can apply the resize to 1:1. Maybe we can go zoom out. I'll see if this works. It's so crazy that it just works every time. Okay, let's go apply resize. We're going to go to a square aspect ratio. Ooh, the resize didn't work. Okay. Looks like the resize didn't work. How dare they make an error? Didn't work. When trying to change the image from 16 by 9 to 1:1 square. And then maybe we can actually go this little annotation tool if you wanted to grab a little screenshot here. Oh, if you go off the screen, it cancels it. There you go. Add to chat. Very nice. We'll send it. Okay, but we now have an image generation app where we can generate and edit images with our voice. We can now apply a resize, or we will be able to in a second. Actually, look, so it's actually going to redo the image without just changing it. Okay, that's not what we want. We want to be able to show me the suggestions of new features. I wish that that suggestions tab for adding new features always popped up. Sometimes it disappears. I wish it was just always on. So here it should pop up the suggestion, but I'm not. There you go. So it pops up afterwards. Okay, fixing an error, but yeah, the suggestions where you can click and add new AI features. Sometimes if it's like fixing an error, it doesn't show up, and then you have to get it to show up again before you can explicitly tag in one of the AI features that you want to add, if that makes sense. I'll try and show you in a second. Otherwise, you have to kind of describe it, and then it goes off and tries to actually hand create the feature when it already exists. Would love the ability. Let's post. Would love the suggestions feature. Suggestions feature to always be present. Suggestions and AI features to always be rather than the one-click integration flow. Okay, so when I fixed it, let's go, and we actually want to add the AI feature, and we want to add this. Make sure. Let's add this. Make sure this feature. Okay, let's just leave it at that. Okay, looks like we've got the aspect ratios in here, so I think it is in there. I just wanted to double check that we didn't remove anything before. Okay, looks like it's good, I think. Okay, everything's wired up, ready to go. Let's go and say a photo. Let's do something simple. A photo of a cat. Where did the voice control go? Make sure the voice is in there. So we can upload or generate now a photo of a cat astronaut. You might not see the microphone in the bottom right away. It appears in the control panel after you either uploaded or generated an image. Okay, fine. Let's just do that. Photo of a cat. Let's generate. We'll do 1:1. Hopefully it generates image in the right aspect ratio now. It's a very nice cat. Let's say, okay, now we can edit, we can resize, and we have the mic. So let's go with the mic. Let's say, make this a tabby cat. A tabby cat. I don't think that got transcribed correctly, but we'll see what it comes up with. We might have to start over here. Oh dear. Okay, let's start over. A photo of a cat. Generate. Okay, it's a nice cat. Let's go. Make this a tabby cat. Okay, we're getting a an edit. Okay, looks like it didn't. Let's try once more. Make this cat black. Okay, that worked. Right, what can we do now? Let's try the apply resize. Maybe we'll go with let's go with 916. Let's go resize. Has that resized? I don't think. Let's just try the other more obvious one. If it goes to 16 by 9, let's go apply resize. Let me know if it's actually working or not. Let me just see. I'm just making my screen a little bit wider. Okay. I don't think it's actually working. Let's try and fix it. The resize isn't working properly. The image stays pretty much the same size, or at least doesn't show to have been resized. Okay, we'll give it a chance to fix this. And then what I might actually try and do is do like live conversation where the we can use Gemini to have a conversation about editing the images. I wonder if you could do like a two-way conversation around like styling a home, for instance, or like creating a garden. That might be a good one. Let's see what I can do. See the problem. You're right. Image dimensions weren't changing. The previous approach was asking the image editing model to change the aspect ratio of a text prompt. It wasn't effective because the model is designed to change the context within the existing image frame, not change the frame itself. Okay. We'll see what it does. We'll try our best within the time we've got. We've got, I think, 5 more minutes to see what we can do here. But yeah, if you haven't tried this out, highly recommend it. It's actually pretty insane. Okay, let's try and just generate a photo of a blank, an empty garden. That needs some TLC. 16 by 9. We'll see if these aspect ratios are working. If not, it doesn't really matter. You get the idea. You can tweak this. We've got a voice feedback, image adjustment, sliders. Oh, we do have 60 by 9. Okay, nice. Let's go with let's try and add live conversation. Can we add a live conversation aspect to this app where we can discuss back and forward together about how to make this image better and then have those edits applied in real time? So the suggestions went up, but I think we already have it installed. What we need, let's see if this works. Basically, you can imagine this being like let's say you had like a virtual garden consultant, Kevin Espiritu, Epic Garden. This could be you. Let's just clone you. Let's clone you. Let's clone all your knowledge. Let's clone your voice and your appearance, and then you can have two-way conversations with people online about how to style their garden. Here's the edit. Of course, it's an exciting evolution of the app. Adding a real-time back and forth conversation here will make the images and editing process feel much more natural. I've re-architected the application, support continuous voice conversations is what I've done. The microphone button activates persistent live conversation. Okay, real-time transcription, AI-powered edits via conversation, audio playback. The AI's voice will play directly through the speakers, creating a fluid conversation. The old edit prompt text box has now been removed to prioritize a voice-first experience. Nice. That's definitely gold. Okay, we're under the gun. This might be the last feature we've got time to test. We've got 2 more minutes. I think I might actually do a longer stream at some point. Just stream this for hours and see how far you can get. Okay, let's go and do 16 by 9, a photo of an empty garden that needs some TLC. We generate. I think I need to change the input so you can hear the volume. Comment tab. And then maybe I need to change the size of this window. Okay, start a conversation to edit the image. Let's see if this works. Hi there, this garden looks a bit bare and I'm looking for some inspiration about how to make it better. Can you help?
Oh, sure. Adding flowers or some comfy furniture can really brighten things up. I can even show you how those ideas would look using my editing tool.
Yeah, go for it. Make add some grass, maybe, and a few plants to start with.
Nice. I've added some grass and plants to the scene. Anything else you'd like to try?
I think we need some furniture, and also the fences look a bit old school. What do you think?
How about a modern fence and some outdoor seating? I can put those in for you.
Sounds perfect. Go ahead.
All right, take a look. The modern fence and seating give it a totally different feel. What do you think?
I think it's okay. I think the tiles where the furniture is laid out doesn't really fit in well with the rest of the garden. Can we come up with some other options?
You got it. How about swapping out the tiles for a nice modern patio stone? I'll make that change for you.
Yes, please. Can you try a different layout for the furniture and the tiles?
I'm afraid I can't rearrange the items in the image, but I can change the style of the tiles if you'd like.
Yeah, let's do that.
Perfect. I used modern patio stones. How did they look compared to the original tiles?
So I'm not sure. I think the image I see, the latest image, seems to be completely empty again, back to the start. Can we add the grass in and some furniture too, and get rid of all of the broken pots and fountain, and maybe redo the fences again?
My mistake. Let's start over with fresh grass, modern fencing, and outdoor seating with patio stones. I'll get that done for you now.
Okay, go ahead.
Here is the updated garden with all the changes. How does it look now?
It looks a little bit bare, to be honest. Can we add some more features? Maybe some flower beds, some things that go up the fence, maybe. Okay, so maybe.
Sure, I can.
Sorry, carry on. I interrupted you.
No worries. I can add flower beds and fence planters for you. Would you like me to do that now?
Okay, so that was creating a live photo editing app inside of Gemini AI Studio. That is actually all I've got time for right now, but I think I might do a longer stream covering all of it. You can now add in complete voice control, video creation, image creation, editing in, I think that was like 40 minutes, just creating that from scratch. Actually worked very well. But now you can obviously fine tune that to make it 100x better. Hope you enjoyed it. And next stream is on Monday, but I think I'm going to do a longer one, potentially over the weekend, just to show exactly what you can build with Gemini, because it's insane. Hope you have a good weekend and catch you on Monday.